Hi guys, my name is Sean from Oasis Town Planning. Welcome to our informational video on how to be successful in buying landed properties with development potential. Now, many people that invest in properties will agree that buying a property with development potential without paying a premium price will be the best investment decision that they would have ever made. But at the same time, many investors stop looking for properties with development potential for a few different reasons. Some think that development sites are too expensive, some say that they don't have the knowledge, and some are too afraid. But for whatever reasons, it stopped them from making what property investors believe to be the best investment decision. Today, I will cover some of the things that everyone should know about development sites and how anyone can go about investing in one in the future. Now, success can mean different things to different people. But for the purpose of this video, let's define success as buying a property with development potential without paying the premium price. And I believe that many people would like to be able to achieve that in the future. Now, let's look at an example. Here we have two properties. The first one is on number 1 John Street and the other one is on number 10 John Street. Both properties have potential for townhouse development, but the difference is number 1 John Street is being marketed as a development site and has a higher asking price, and number 10 John Street is being marketed as a home and has a lower asking price. Thus, number 10 John Street will make for a better investment choice. Now, why is development potential important? Now, the biggest reason will be that it adds value to the property. Some properties can be subdivided, some can develop townhouses, and some can even build high-rise apartments. Let's go through some of the contents for the video. First up, we will look at what people say about development sites, including the different beliefs that people have. We will also have a case study on a property that we have recently had analysis on, and also I will provide everyone a learning opportunity for everyone to learn how to conduct their own property analysis. First up, I'll spend some time on what people say about development sites. During my time in real estate and urban planning, I identified a few points that people can agree on when searching or looking at development sites. The first one is you need to go through tertiary studies to analyze development sites. Second, you need millions of dollars to buy a property with development potential. Third, all development site owners already know their site can be developed. Last but not least, buying property development sites are incredibly risky. Now let's go through the first point. You need to go through tertiary studies to analyze development sites. Now, that is not true. There are plenty of people out there that can analyze sites as well as we do without going through tertiary studies. People like builders and developers, many of which did not specialize in development sites or many of which were not involved in property development at all before entering the property market. Don't get me wrong, a degree in urban planning will definitely show you the ropes in property land use and analysis, while it goes through important laws and legislations that governs developments, state planning instruments and schemes, drafting proposals and so forth. What it also teaches you is that it teaches you a lot of things that you do not necessarily need to know. If your needs are purely just to be able to analyze development potential. Thus, tertiary study is a great educational tool, but it is unnecessary. Next, we have extensive amount of capital. People often say that they can't afford development sites because it is too expensive. It provides bad cash flow and don't want to carry a high load of mortgage. Well, There's a lot of different types or different scale in development. There are the larger ones which you can develop apartments or hundreds of townhouses. Those type of development sites are more suited for experienced or large developers. But for many of us, small scale developments will suffice and does not actually cost much more than your average investment property. Next up, there's a saying in real estate that all owners of a development site knows exactly what their site can do and will charge anyone premium who wishes to buy them. Sure, places that are near the city or areas that are already well developed, chances that the owners already know their property's development potential will be fairly high. But in reality, most people don't know their own home's development potential, especially those areas that the properties are within lower density areas. I'll go through a case study with you later to examine. Last but not least, buying properties with development potential is a risky game. Sure, I wholeheartedly agree. It is a very risky move that if done wrongly, it can really hurt your investment journey. The sad thing is that many people do make mistakes. They bought properties which they thought that had a development potential, but ended up it doesn't. Why? Because they rushed into it and didn't conduct a proper analysis on the site and its development potential. So yes, it's risky if you rush in unprepared. However, on the other hand, if you've done proper analysis and research, you'll definitely minimize risk and eventually able to purchase the right property. So to quickly wrap up the previous points, no, you don't need to go through university. You do not need an extensive amount of capital. It is possible to purchase a property development potential without paying a premium price. And with hard work and property research, anyone can do it. Now that we understand that getting our own properties with development potential is indeed possible, let us look at a case that we did not too long ago. Now this is a property that is sitting within Logan City Council. The site is about 800 square meter. It's sitting in a low density zoning. It's a corner block. It's near schools and highways. Shopping area is not too far away. So, sizable block, corner block, and quite convenient. So, it sounds not too bad. Now let's look at the visual side of things. The property appears to be a little bit messy. It might have some vegetation issues, as you can see from the aerial photo. The property is heavy, surrounded by tall trees, and from the front, it looks like the property wasn't really well maintained. And thus, it might take some time and money to make it look great again. As for the price, I was not given an exact value, but I was told it was market price for a home in the area. So, what do you guys think of the property? Based on the location and convenience, do you think it's a good deal? Do you think it's a good investment property to have? Possibly can be easy to rent out. But the property might need some time and money to bring it up to scratch. Good rental yields, possibly. But that's where most people stop their analysis. People will just look at it from visually looking at the location. They think that they are buying it at a good price for a home, and that's where people just stop. So what's wrong with stopping there though? That's all the information that most people need to make a decision. Well, this being a video that is made by a town planning company, I'll tell you that what you are missing out. By making a decision before analyzing the development potential, you are potentially missing out on a property that could possibly be a great investment property. Alright, let's get into it. Upon analysis, we found out that this property does indeed have a development potential for duplex or dual occupancy. That means that you can build another dwelling on site, with each lot approximately 400 square meters each. The best thing is you'll be able to retain the existing dwelling for constant cash flow. In summary, this property can offer you a one property plus a vacant land for a price of one property. Now that's good investment. So at this point, I'm guessing some of you will be thinking, how do I find out the development potential of a property? Well, there are a couple of ways. The first one is by calling council. Council generally has their own planners available by phone, and they will be able to tell you some information to a certain extent. The second method is by consulting private planners such as ourselves. We will be able to analyze and provide due diligence study and recommendation for any property. The third and last method is to learn to analyze development potential yourselves. With enough practice, this method will save you lots of time and money when searching for the right property. Now, I know that what some of you can be thinking. To be able to analyze development potential, you need to understand lots of things, complicated things, such as laws and legislations and process and the project team, etc., etc. But in reality, the most important skill is to be able to interpret the state and local planning instruments accurately. With some practice, anyone will be able to analyze the development potential for any site. And the best thing is, we can show you exactly how it's done. Oasis Town Planning is proud to present a comprehensive property investment or development workshop. It's delivered by highly qualified planners accredited to the Planning Institute of Australia. And the main objective for the workshop is to share all our trade secrets and show you how to conduct your own property development analysis. The workshop will cover essential important practical skills you need to conduct the assessments, and the workshop will give you the tips and advice on starting your own project as well for those who are interested. The workshop covers A to Z of property development, and most importantly, we want to make it affordable for you guys. If you are afraid that you need some guidance after the workshop, don't worry. We will provide ongoing support for any general inquiries that you may have. So how much does it cost? The workshop lasts for one full day. For the day, we will provide a complimentary morning and afternoon tea from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The workshop will share our trade secrets with you. All we need from you to succeed is your commitment. Commitment to learn and commitment to practice your new gained skill. For this workshop, you will learn how to analyze development potential of a property and have ongoing support for just $299 GST inclusive. And to show you our commitment to the success of your development journey, we will provide you a $299 credit voucher towards your development application after you purchase a property. Now that's basically making the workshop free. Well, there'll be a limited seatings for the workshop, so to ensure the availability of your seat, please register as soon as possible. If you'd like to know more, please provide your email at the site to receive an information booklet, or if you are ready to register, please call or email me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you at our workshop soon. Thank you.